Greetings everybody, welcome back to another episode of Serious Curious Adventures in Sky Factory 3. A couple of things I want to do right now. First of all, I really want to get rid of some of these items in here, right? Like there is all this stuff in here, especially the enchanted stuff that just takes up so much space. I do have like item filters at the back here, filtering out some of these things, but the problem with the enchanted stuff is that they have like MBT data, so like each enchanted bow is like kind of different from each other, right? Even if I do ignore metadata, that just gets rid of anything that has a different durability. It doesn't get rid of anything that has like different enchantments or something. So I want to get rid of that, and to do that, I think we need a advanced item filter. And for that we need the Z logic controller, and that one needs a slice and splice, which we need solarium and some heads and stuff, machine casing, basic capacitors. I believe we have capacitors in here actually from loot bags. Oh, there they are, found them. Took a while. I can't wait for us to get like an RS system, which probably is gonna happen soon. But yeah, let's take some of these, and solarium we make with go slice and splice. I think it's gold and soul sand in an alloys metal. Yeah, so that shouldn't be a big issue. So let's go make some of that. Okay, that should be enough for one logic at least. Let's make the slice and splice and just put this down here for now. To everything else is temporarily. Oh yeah, we need another set of shears and another set of an axe. So let's make that as well. And they go in here, up there. And then we need two of those, one of those, and a zombie head. We have a lot of zombie heads thanks to our mob farm. And there it is, Z logic controller, and I think it's just surrounded by paper and redstone. Okay, yeah, just have one for now. I'll make more in a bit, but let's get rid of all of this then and put this guy in here. So here we have ignore metadata and ignore MBT tag or data, which is awesome. So we can put anything. Oh yeah, we have more slots as well. So anything that's enchanted should go in here, because these other things we can get rid of with like normal transfer nodes, but or filters, but this stuff you kind of have to use the specific thing here. So I think here's another interface, right? So I can add another pipe there. Okay, so that should get rid of some of these things now, and later on I'll come back and check what else is like missing. For example, it's not doing this one right now, it's not doing this, not doing this, not doing this. There's still a lot that it's not filtering out right now. Definitely will probably need another one of these guys. You can see this is already full now, unfortunately, but yeah, should be a lot better already. Haven't been doing too much off camera this time. I didn't have too much time to play, unfortunately, but I just connected this back here so we can walk around, which is kind of cool. I like that when things are connected. I have another tier 2 growth accelerator, and I made these nether crops here because with this nether crop stuff, 5 of them, you get 32 netherrack, which is a pretty good deal. And it looks like you can also make soul sand, nether bricks, etc. But I needed nether brick to make the blast furnace here. So if you look at blast brick, it's similar to, oops, that's not how you write brick. It's similar to how the coke oven works. Needs nether bricks here though, which you make from netherrack. It's like a 3x3x3. And you put in iron and then either charcoal or coal coke. I just used the coal coke we make in here to burn down up here, just because otherwise you need a ton of coal coke to smelt this down. And this will slowly turn these block of irons into block of steel, and you know that's going to be super useful for some immersive engineering and other tech stuff later on. But yeah, last time I mentioned that I was collecting cobblestone down here because I wanted to check out the deep dark. So I think, no, not the deep dark, the beneath. It's almost the same, but not quite. So let's go actually make this. And how do we make this? We need quadruple 4 of them, and then the unstable, which is just ender pearls and that dust again. So let's go get that all together here. Okay, there's quadruple stuff, and then we need to combine these things, and that should be it, right? Cool. The beneath. So the thing about this place is, I think it works like the deep dark, where standing in darkness is not a good thing. But from what I heard, it's a little bit different. I think there's grooves down there that try to get you rather than having, you know, like just the darkness hurt you. So how do we get in there? Just right click? Yes, just right click. See what we can find. Should have lights with me. That is freaky. Oh, I clicked the block because I couldn't see it. Wow, you don't spawn with light in there, huh? That's brutal. There we go. Yeah, we can hear the evilness. It is really dark though. This is too far away from my gun, unfortunately. Okay, so first of all, let's make a waypoint. Portal, because you know, otherwise we get lost. And it looked like there was a platform or something off this way, but let's just slowly go down. And yeah, you can see we get ores in here. And googly zombie people and all kinds of guys. I don't have my list with me of like who of you, what your guys' nicknames are. Why is that like orange sparkling? So if you see yourself, just shout, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so you can see there's a ton of ores here. What is this? Prosperity ore. Oh, okay, that stuff can grow too. Diamonds. Can I mine it with this pick? Yeah. Woohoo. Not that we need it, but, you know. It's cool to have. Oh, yellowite. Okay, it's also here. I wonder what else can spawn here. I guess just the normal ores, right? Black quartz is actually pretty good. You need to sift this, I think. So maybe we should grab some of these. Inferium ore. Okay, that drops here as well. There's more of this quartz. Man, that is a lot of mobs down there. Here's another one. GT Gaming. That sounds familiar. I think that's one of you guys. Rake sounds familiar too. I'm not sure. Who's that? Scuria. I'm not sure if I pronounced any of these names right. Look at all these creepers though. Oh, there's one of these weird moonstones from Extra Utilities. I don't know exactly what they do. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. Maybe we'll grab it later. There's another one over here too, though. Well, if there's one, let's just go grab one. Excuse me, guys. Moonstone. Zero glass, okay. Ineffable glass. Oh, I think that's the one where mobs can't walk through, but you can. Oh, that's cool. It does go up quite far as well. Okay, good to know. And apparently I fell through the floor, so maybe make sure you have this 2 blocks thick. Otherwise you might fall into the void if there's no platform below. Okay, so what's the best way to use this stuff? Just in a sag mill, maybe? You get 2 out of it. Crushed. This gives you black quartz, though. It's a bit different. Fair enough, I'll just put this in here for now. Alright, so let's work a little bit on power. So I was thinking, you know, I want to go with immersive engineering. That's why I'm cooking up stuff as well. We could go with the water mills that it has, but I don't think they will produce a lot. I think by default it's like 70 to 80 IF per tick or something for 3 of these water mills, which is like equal to 1 of these lava gens. So maybe it would make more sense to combine 8 of these lava gens to make these MK2s. And we probably have to increase our lava production in the end. I don't know if it can keep up with that, but I think they would just be output like 8 times these MK1s, which should be 640 F per tick, I guess. And actually, let's see, simple generators. I haven't really looked at this. Is there anything else interesting? There's a furnace one, of course. Ender, I'm guessing, burns ender pearls. Food, lava, nether star. So it's very similar to the extra utilities ones, I guess. But yeah, if you wanted to make the MK2, we need this ender crystal. And that is a vibrant crystal, which is just crafted like this, with a soul vial filled with an enderman in a soul binder. So let's make a soul vial and see if we can just capture one. I turn my mob farm into collecting mode, so we can just go down here and see what we can find. I don't know if there's an enderman in there, so... Nope, Lord Royalty. Can I like... Oh god, okay. That's not the best way to do this, maybe. Is that an enderman there? I think that's an enderman. Oh, did I get him? No, it's a wither skeleton. God damn it. I figured going to the nether might be a good option, because the nether actually spawns endermans now. But I found a nether quartz chicken, so I'll take that with me as well. Alright, I just removed the tether thing from our mob farm, and there we go. I guess that was the easiest way to get it. Cool, so we have this guy, and then we need one of these crystals. So we need an emerald and a bunch of these pulsating iron nuggets to surround this. And that should be... Oh, is it a diamond? Oh, it's vibrant alloy. Never mind. Our mob farm has some, so we can just take it from there. Cool. There we go. Awesome. And then we need the soul binder, which I already made. Let's put this over here as well. And I probably have to go get some levels from the looks of it. But let's just see. So we put in the Enderman. There he is. And this guy. And we need 6 levels. Okay, we have enough. That makes a creepy sound. And it rotates. And this one uses a lot of power. 500 IF per tick. That's crazy. But there we go. There's our ender crystal now. Cool. And we get the soul vial back. And now we should have everything. I made more of these generators off camera. So let's grab these guys. One just burn up. It almost sounded like it. I think I was just cobblestone or something. And there is one lava generator MK2. And this one should produce 640 IF per tick. Yes. Of course, it will also burn through lava quicker, I'm guessing. And we need to upgrade these pipes. It can only transfer 320 IF. The energy coordinates we have here have 640 though. Now looks like we might be able to produce more lava than we are using up. It's slowly going up. So that's a good sign. Yeah, so that should be good. But long distance power with these like NIO coordinates doesn't look as great. And let me also, how do I do this again? This and this. Hide some of these UI elements. Looks nicer. I want to make the immersive engineering stuff. So we have these cool wooden posts that we can hang cables from. And we have to make some of these connectors. Now the low voltage connectors, they can only transfer 256 IF per tick. So we definitely want to go with the medium volt stuff. And it's a little bit different in immersive engineering for 1.10. We have now relays and connectors. So before in 1.7 you only had one type of them. Now we have 2 types. So we need to kind of deal with this as well. The connector is only the input and output of a machine, and you can only like always have like one connection to it. The connect or the relay is the one that like can connect multiple cable for like to like different locations. So you definitely have to make a bunch of these. So let's look at the recipe and let's just go make some, I guess. I need clay though. Good thing we have a clay farm over here. And then we also need the high voltage wire, which is I think the electrum one. If you look out here, sorry, medium voltage. Yeah, that's electrum wire. So I need a bunch of plates and then just cut them down with either shears or with this wire cutter. Would be kind of cool to make this metal press as well. Maybe I'll make that because it gives us more. It gives us 2 wires per electrum compared to just 1. So apparently looking at the engineering's manual for like certain machines, like the metal press crashes the client because of my shader stuff. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay. I looked online to see what the recipe is, the new one. Okay, so we need a bunch of conveyor belts. Oh, we get 8 each. Okay, that's cool. Let's just do this. Then we need a piston, just a normal one. And we need 1 heavy engineering block. So that's a bunch of steel, 2 more pistons actually. Need to go make another one. So I'm make just a couple. And then we need these weird, what are they? These guys are steel thingies. So let's make 4. So we have some extras. And that should be that. Oh, we get 2 each as well. Okay. Okay, so it should be engineering block in the middle, heavy engineering block at the top. Actually, these guys now have, oh, there's some funky stuff going here too, maybe with my shaders. But they have like connected textures now, which is pretty cool. So you can make them, use them for some decorative stuff as well. And then we put some conveyor belts here. I have to point the same direction. And then just hit the middle piston with the engineering's hammer. If you didn't position this right, it's fine. It just has to point downwards. You can just hit it with the hammer and it rotates it. And eventually it's correct and bam, there it is. Okay, so I made a bunch of wires. So let's see how this works. So we need a wire connector on this guy to give it power. And then just to transfer power, we use these connectors here. Or relays, I always use the wrong term. And then we can probably just hook one up here for now. And then take our medium wire, what's it, medium voltage cable and connect these up. There we go, cool. So this guy should have power now. So let's get some, we have to make like these plates, like this one, the plate one and the wire one. So we can stamp things. Okay, so we have 2 stamps. So for example, the press one, is the press one more efficient though? Let's see. If you use this just 1-to-1, right? Yeah, that's not really more efficient. It just saves you not having to use the hammer. but just for testing purposes, let's just use the wire one. So we have some of these plates. We can just toss them down here. Let's take off our magnet so we don't pick it up again. And they go in there. Oh, I'm an idiot. Has to be the ingots. Okay. Good to know. Just toss the ingots down there. There we go. And we'll stamp it. Sklabroosh. And we get 2 of these each. Awesome. So that's a lot more efficient. We could just put a chest at the end here to have the stuff go in there directly, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we can use these cool wooden posts now, and I guess I can put them on the outside like this. I don't know exactly what the range is right now. I could probably calculate it, but for now, let's just place some of these randomly. And, oh, stuff can spawn on top? That's that's very strange. So let's just conjure light on top, I guess. Actually, Immersive Engineering has really cool looking lanterns as well. I think I'm going to make some of these, but just for now, I'll make this like that. And then we can use the hammer, which I don't have anymore, so I'm going to have to make a new one. Yeah, if we hammer the sides now with on here. Whoa. Why is it doing that? That seems to be a graphical glitch. That's weird. Maybe it's my shaders, I'm not sure. Something wonky going on here. It's not correct at all. It's supposed to look like this, where it has like these arms sticking out, right? And we could use some of these relays now. We could either put them at the bottom, so it like turns around. Although I'm not sure now if we can actually connect them like this. No, and actually that would be a waste anyway, right? So I think it might make more sense to, let's get the hammer back, get rid of these again. Yeah, they're a little bit funky. And just use the one on the outside here, right? And then put a relay there. And then we can use our cable again. And we have to go to this guy. If I would try to connect this one, I can't. You cannot attach this wire here. So these guys, now the connectors can only have like one connection. For you to like connect multiple to one, you have to use the relay. So it's a little bit different now. Yeah, that seems to work. Thinking about this though, I think that's a little bit too low. I think I'm going to put them at the top. Oh, interesting. I removed the lights, like the conjure light things. Let's try this again. It looked like they were messing that up. I'm not sure. Could have been coincidence. But yeah, I think that looks really cool. I like these a lot. And I made some iron plates here. So we should be able to make some of these lanterns. Those are really awesome. There we go. Just a bun or a couple. And we can put these on top here. Just to light it up this stuff a little bit. I'm surprised mobs can spawn in there. Maybe that's not true. Sometimes the F7 thing is a little bit funky. It shows like that mobs could spawn in the fence too, but I don't think that's true at all. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think at the front is fine. Would be cooler if they were at the back maybe, so we could see the lantern more, but then it's going to be more difficult to wire things. Like if a machine is right in front of here, you couldn't wire it through this block, right? So having these in front of it is a little bit better, I guess. So that's really awesome. So what I could do, for example, since we have power now, I could automate some of these things here, right? We could make a grinder and cobblestone gen up here to make sand and dust, to make clay and soul sand the whole time. So that might be something I'll work on off camera, because we've already seen how we make all these machines and stuff. So I don't think it's too interesting to do that again on camera. Oh, here we go. Super weird setup right now, but just a TS3 cobblestone gen going into a normal hammerer, grinding it down into gravel going into this guy, hammering down into sand, and then I have one round robin system here that puts half of the sand into another hammerer to get the dust for the clay, and the other sand just goes over to these barrels to make the soul sand. So yeah, that's going well. So I'll just let this run and we get stuff, and it's awesome. And we should have no problem with our power system at all yet. Yeah, it's all good. Right? Is this going down? No, it's not. It's just going up again. Awesome. So yeah, that should be pretty good. Now that we have proper-ish power, and of course we can expand this, but I want to still go with immersive engineering power later on. Just for now, I think that's the easiest solution here. But I think next time, maybe next time, I'll look into, get out of here, mushroom. I'll look into the RS system to get some proper storage here, because this is getting a little bit funky and I'm running out of space here for our blocks and such too. This is almost full and there's still a ton of liquid in here. There's a bunch of blocks in here, so we have a lot of ores and stuff, so it would be nice to store this properly. Probably use storage containers for that though, storage drawers, but we shall see. And all of this mess here, I still need to figure out how I want to build this and clean it up. This is not the way it's gonna stay. It is gonna get moved in the end, but same as this one here. It just looks like random right now, right? Lots of random things all over the place, unfortunately, at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at like what kind of building style I want to do for some of these things. In the past, I tried this factory harbor style, and I've never really fully finished with that. Like I made like a building or two, and then I was kind of done with it. But the problem is I was using the chiseled brick textures, and in 1.7 they had this texture that is, it looks really nice. It's like kind of mixed between the nether brick and like this color here. It was like a more reddish brick texture rather than this weird white and brown reddish color. But they don't have that anymore. Chisel doesn't have that anymore. They got rid of it. And now we only have like these weird bricks here, and I don't like them at all. The other one was perfect for the building I was going for, but yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I guess this hardened clay, it might not be too bad. Maybe I use that reinforced dirt brick. Okay, there's no recipe for that, apparently. Yeah, the blast brick texture is very close to what it was, just a bit brighter, and then you would have the same thing, almost. Let's have a quick look at the hardened clay and see what that looks like if you use a bunch of them. And it's kind of unfortunate, because I would have loved to go with that style and build some of these buildings here, but yeah, don't have the block anymore, unfortunately. So, need to come up with something else. Where is my chisel? Is it in here? There it is. Let's go ahead and check this out. So these may not be too bad. So if you, for example, either go with this brick, or I think... what's this aerate brick one? That might be okay. Yeah, that color is not too bad, actually. That might work, to be honest. It goes well with the concrete too, or the hempcrete, I think. Is this changing depending on how tall I build this? No. Yeah, that's not terrible. And we have some options then here too, right? Like, there's a couple of them. There's the flat one. There's another brick one. There's also these. These are probably connected ones. Yeah. There was one that's like more brick-ish. And they kind of tile, some of them. Yeah, this one is more brick. So this is a cool thing I didn't know about until recently. If you like chisel the block here, right? Let's, for example, we go with this weird circular thing, right? If you put this in here again and you just quit the UI and then you left click on a block, it actually changes this to whatever you have up here in the corner, which is kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, just messing with some texturing here. Yeah, I guess this is not too bad. I think this will work. This is super close to what it used to be, the brick one, not the clay one. It's actually, is it cheaper? I guess it's the same price. It's like 4 clay for 1 brick. Yeah, so maybe I'll go with this one, and then we try to come up with some kind of factory style. And we have chisel bits now, so we can actually do a lot of cool stuff with this as well, like round out some things and such. But yeah, should be cool. But I'm gonna have to end the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's take off our helmet so I can look at you with my weird eye. You know, this skin, by the way, it was supposed to be like it's still like a work in progress thing. I wanted like something more cyberpunky, but I don't know. I look kind of... I don't know if I like it yet. I think the shirt and stuff needs to be different. I don't really wear this type of shirt. I usually wear like t-shirts and a blazer or something. But yeah, I've been just... I did it like a couple of weeks ago and I haven't changed it since. So I guess it's kind of my skin now. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks a lot for the support. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.